Hey everybody, and welcome back to Basketball Trending, and in today's video we're going to be talking about 5 basketball players that are set to retire pretty soon. Of course, this is very unfortunate considering some of these players were pretty incredible in their prime, but it would seem that they're winding down their career nowadays. So starting off our list, we have Kyle Korver. Now Kyle Korver is 39 years old right now, and he is playing for the NBA for 17 years since 2003, which is a pretty damn long time. Currently he is playing for the Milwaukee Bucks, and even now at 39 years old, he's a pretty decent player. He is an amazing shooter and overall pretty competent. In 2018 and 2019, he averaged 8.6 points per game, which is mediocre, but in the 2019 and 2020 season, on March 8th, he scored a season-high 23 points and tied a season-high 5 3-pointers in a 109-95 loss to the Denver Nuggets, which is pretty amazing for someone his age, even considering retired last year in 2019 when he played for the Utah Jazz. But a few months later, he signed with the Bucks, with star Giannis Antetokounmpo as the obvious key piece, so he might retire after this season. Next up, we have Devin Harris. He's been playing with the NBA since 2004, but he hasn't really had a good season since 2011 to 2012. In his most recent season with the Denver Nuggets in 2018, he missed 10 games early on with a left hamstring strain. After returning from the injury, he went on to play 68 games for the Nuggets and put only 6.3 points on average and hasn't played since. Not only that, but in his recent seasons, it can be noticed that he definitely got a lot slower, and that's likely due to his age. He is 37 years old now, which is definitely on the older side for the average basketball player, and he's probably going to announce his retirement pretty soon in the near future. Next up, we have Tyson Chandler of the Houston Rockets. The number 2 overall pick from 2001 has played with 8 different teams over the years, and he's one of the most experienced and veteran players of the NBA, as he started in 2001 with the Chicago Bulls, which was 19 years ago. Chandler is averaging a career low in points per game, 1.4 with Houston this season, which is honestly not good at all. He is battling injuries and trying to contribute to a team that benefits from speed and not size. The Rockets are not a good fit for Chandler even when he was healthy, but it's hard to argue any team is a good fit for the big man with lots of miles on his wheels, so it's probably going to be his last season before he hangs up the sneakers. Next up, we have Udonis Haslem, currently 40 years old, who has been playing in the league since 2002 and has been with the Miami Heat since 2003. But again, he hasn't really been that good and hasn't been in his prime since around 2012, which was the last time he averaged over 5 points a game, and he hasn't played very good then, and he really is not playing very good now. In January of 2019, Haslem first started hinting at retiring and indicated that the 2018 to 2019 season would be his last. But after the Heat's 122-99 win against the Philadelphia 76ers on April 9, 2019, Haslem said that he was uncertain about his future. In the next game on April 10th, he recorded a double-double with 12 points and 11 rebounds in the Heat's 113-94 loss to the Brooklyn Nets. After the game, Haslem said that he had not decided if he was retiring and the decision would not be made until the 2019 to 2020 season. However, in August, he re-signed with the Heat to a 1-year contract and still hasn't retired at the time of making this video, but it looks like it's coming up pretty soon, most likely within a year or so. And the last person on today's list is Paul Gasol, who had an amazing Hall of Fame worthy career. He is a super dedicated player, and his passion for the game is really unmatched. He's a highly experienced guy who just loves to play the game. And just like Tyson Chandler, he is also playing in the NBA since 2001, but what makes him special is the fact that he is currently 40 years old, which is really one of the oldest NBA players there is currently. He hasn't appeared in an NBA game since March of 2019 due to navicular stress fracture in his left foot. Later in July 2019, he signed with the Portland Trail Blazers, but on November 20th, he was waived after having played a game for the team. And there's a chance that we've already seen the last of him on the NBA court. It would seem that at this point in his career, he is definitely contemplating retiring. As he said in an interview in 2019, and I quote, "With this recovery process and the injury that I have been dealing with for more than a year, it is undoubtedly inevitable to think about retirement. Also, I'm taking into account that I will be 40 years old in a few months, so retirement is definitely on my mind." That's what he said last year, and it would seem that this is definitely going to happen pretty soon. He talked about it in another interview, saying that it's something that will come one time sooner or later. We hope the time hasn't come yet, but I also take the opportunity to focus on the Gasol Foundation and other off-court projects, and also think about what my professional stage may be, my next challenges. All this while I'm still recovering, trying to give myself a chance to keep playing. Now the priority is to overcome this pandemic among all, everything else is completely secondary. All around, Gasol has had an amazing career, and it's time when the 2-time champion retires, it definitely will be justified. His due love and passion for the game has definitely expressed a desire to continue working with the organization in at least some capacity after his playing days. But with that being said, guys, let us know down below in the comments which one of these players is your favorite. Who are you most sad to see go? Again, none of these are 100% confirmed, but it definitely would seem that most of these players are winding down in the latter years of their NBA career. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more basketball videos coming out each and every week. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next one.